Welcome back to the Arena of Valor Top 5 Plays. We're heading into our 20th episode where Arena of Valor's newest hero, Max, makes his debut. The Wunderkind brings a whole new dimension to the game thanks to his ult. One thing's for sure, this week brings some electrifying action to the fore, so let's dive right in. In this week's first clip, ST are ahead in the series but are behind in the game. Supreme Squad are looking to end the game and the fall of the last outer tower in the mid lane triggers the start of this fight. The two-man ult from Abane enables Simjo, Lee, and Hakai to melt the front line of ST, whilst Ganja's ult means there's no escape for ST's Tulan. Ganja pops liftoff and finishes him off for the 4-0. Simjo sacrifices his life to bring down the sole survivor in Explicit, and Supreme Squad secure the fight and shortly after, the game. We all love a good brawl in Arena of Valor, and this Dark Slayer scrap between Nova Esports and My Little Pony reminds us why. MLP are melting through the Slayer's health bar, and Nova almost steal it away as GrizzlyQ takes it away without punish. Sevka ults in on Zenial, and the 5v5 gets underway. Crayon gets nuked almost immediately as Shurko manages to beat out iFlex at the top of the fight. Converging on the Dark Slayer's pit, MLP overwhelm the remaining members of Nova who have nothing left to offer. The fight looks a little dicey for MLP at particular moments, but they secure the Dark Slayer, the 5-for-1 fight, and 30 seconds later, the game win. Let's stick with the scrappy plays for one more clip. Also of the same series, Crayon and GrizzlyQ are having a tussle in the top lane that quickly turns into a full-on teamfight as both teams converge on the top lane. Two fronts open up at the bottom and top of MLP's jungle, and despite throwing the kitchen sink at Arena of Violet, Nova can do nothing more than bring down an aliens thanks to the countless shields coming out of MLP. Meanwhile, MLP managed to down Flex, Crayon, and Dark. MLP played to their win conditions of keeping their primary damage dealers alive, whilst Nova focused more on the enemy team than their own lineup. The result speaks for itself. If you thought Zenial was bad for his cross-map impact, feast your eyes on this. MLP are ahead once again but are under pressure from Nova who want to capitalize on GrizzlyQ's split push. Their focus is all wrong as they try and burst down the tanks whilst Crayon is forced to retreat to save the base. Nova's damage dealers take a good chunk of damage from MLP, and with GrizzlyQ's ult active, the setup is almost too perfect for him to make a grand entrance. He pops liftoff from the other end of the map, turning this fight into a 5 vs 4 and crashes into Nova to decimate their lineup. With superior numbers and damage, GrizzlyQ secures himself a triple kill, and soon after, his team catch Crayon for the clean ace and series win. Back in the quarterfinals, GLav are facing off against MLP. As expected, MLP are in the lead and are pressuring GLav's top tower. As they go for a dive, Vallejo ults onto Arena of Violet, disrupting the backline of MLP and removing one of their key sources of damage. GLav pile in, dropping both Shurko and an aliens, leaving Rez and GrizzlyQ to fend for themselves. Grizzly falls fast, and Rez is left to flee as the last man standing. In what can only be called a surprising turn of events, GLav win the fight 5-3 with Rez just falling short of bringing Gandalf down with him. And with that last play, that's the end of this week's Top 5 Plays. As always, we'll be back again next week with another set of clips to whet your appetite, so be sure to subscribe to this channel for all future updates. We'll catch you then.